We are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy.
Dummy. Conspiracy dummy.
Hey, welcome to Conspiracy Dummy, the conspiracy podcast that's hidden in plain sight. I am your host, Double D. Joining me on the podcast, we have the one, the only, Mr. Mike Poblano. What's good, homie?
What up?
What up, what up?
It's all good.
It's all good, baby. Yeah. Shit, man, it's been a minute since I talked to you, homie. Shit, I hope all is well. How's everything in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get this 3D printing fucking shit off the shit. What I found out, with like over here in growing, a lot of people are old school. Like a lot of the methods don't change and shit. And I went to a cannabis cup like fucking last year, and I took these clips that I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be the fucking motherfucker here providing these fucking clips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I took them, and everyone's like, those fucking suck. I hate those. Those fucking, they don't let your plants grow and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, I kept on printing them and shit like that. And people kept like telling me, those suck. And I was like, well, fuck, what sucks about them? Tell me. Well, they just suck. And I'm like, no, bullshit, man. Tell me why they suck. You tell me. There has to be a reason. Things don't just suck. Like, well, it restricts growth. They're like, it restricts growth. And, if you bend it too much, if you bend the plant too much, you'll break with it and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so that's the fucking problem, is that they break. They break the plant because the plant has to bend too much. They don't provide enough long bend to it for more aeration and sunlight and shit. So I got it, and then I fucking scaled it up. Like scaled the size, like fucking, I guess 3 times bigger. So that extended the length, and it extended the little grooves to let the fucking plants grow bigger. And then I fucking printed them with thermoplastic 3D print shit, so they're flexible. So now you can pop them on and pop them off, because that was the other thing, you couldn't get them off your plants. The other ones.
Yeah.
But these, you can take them off wherever you want, and you can take them off, and then you can put them up higher so it fucking bends the plant more. Like, you can't do that with like regular string and shit. It's weird. You have to increase, or you have to fucking add a bunch of string and shit to do it. And when the colas get too big, they fucking kind of fall down. Like,
yeah.
Like, like if you had a Christmas tree with a giant fucking ornament on top, it fucking bends.
It'll just bend, yeah. Like lean down and shit.
Yeah, it bends and like fall and shit. Well, with this shit, you can actually flip the clip upside down, and it'll hold the bud up right side up, like a fucking support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're talking about saving, let me see, maybe 5 minutes on each plant. So if you have 60 plants or some shit, you're saving a whole fucking hour, maybe even more. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to untie them and shit like that. It's really convenient. I never knew how convenient it would be until I started doing it, and you get an increased yield. So, like, say you get a certain amount of weed per plant, right?
Yeah.
The more sun that plant gets, the more weed it's going to grow, because that's the way fucking photosynthesis works. So,
are you growing it like in your house, or do you have like an outdoor thing, or how do you guys?
I did it both. I just had 2 plants that recently died. They were re-veggies. There was a plant. It was a plant that was completely a plant that was harvested. It had completely gone through its cycle. it was hard to sit. Smoked the weed from the plant's pretty good too. And then I got the plant back, and then I fucking grew it again from the dead plant.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's called a re-veg and shit. So I did that, and I kept it alive for fucking 6 months, dude. It just recently died like fucking a couple days ago. But I kept it alive for 6 months. The plant that had already been harvested, back in the veg. It was beautiful. I'll send you a picture. Actually, you can probably see the pictures on my fucking Insta.
I wonder if it's just possible just to keep shit growing. Like, never cut it down. Like, it just grows like a big, giant fucking tree or some shit. I don't know what the fuck.
Check it out. You can. It's just, you can do it outside. The thing is it veggies, right?
Mm.
And then that's because of the light cycle. So once you flip the light cycle and the light cycle's 12-12,
yeah,
it goes into flower.
Oh, okay.
And then that's where you get the buds. But if you just leave the plant and you don't touch it, like say if it's outside,
yeah,
then the fucking natural, I guess, fucking circadian rhythm or whatever the fuck you want to call it, from the light and shit, it throws it naturally back in the veg. So it just keeps on growing big. Like, yeah, dude, like I've seen the shit, man. It's fucking crazy. Like their plants are like fucking 12 feet fucking high, man. I've also been like fucking studying electroculture and shit.
Yeah.
I'm always doing my fucking, that Tartaria shit, dude. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Tell me about that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So last time you fucking like had me on and shit, right?
Yeah.
Last time you had me on, I was so fucking excited. I wanted to tell you everything at once and shit. I couldn't concentrate. But, okay. The Tartarian shit, how do I put this? The Tartarian shit was just an age. It was like the fucking Mongol fucking age and shit. But there are these fucking cataclysms that happen supposedly, they're way fucking, I forgot, 136 years, but it's all these fucking numbers and shit. I'll send you the shit from that guy, Archaic.
Yeah.
But this guy has a timeline of all the documented fucking things, like from the Bible, and he made a fucking timeline with all of it. The Bible to the fucking, like, everything, dude. Like, I can't say it, but what he's essentially saying is that, yes, there are fucking people that are in control, but the people that are in control live underground. So they don't have to fuck with this fucking shit. And what it is something like, he calls it Nemesis X. I think it's like an AI that's in the sky. It's supposed to be that fucking giant eye in the fucking pyramid shit.
Yeah.
But you can't see it because it's got a cloaking mechanism.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, supposedly that's the way it works. But there's like a fail safe with the world where the world fucking goes into complete chaos. Like all the mountains. Okay, you've seen the fucking like Darren Kuyu and shit like that where the mountains look like they're melted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, think about it this way. If you had a building made up of a fuck ton of bricks that have a bunch of iron in it, right? Like the rust and the iron and shit like that. They use the bricks as batteries, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have fucking plasma storms happening in the sky, they're going to fucking be attracted to your fucking building. So what I think happens is there's a solar plasma fucking shit in the sky and it fucking zaps the shit out of the fucking building. And since the buildings are conductive, they conduct the fucking, heat from it and they melt. That's why in some places where you go underground to those some underground cities,
yeah,
they have bricks that look like they're fucking liquefied.
I've seen shit like that, dude. Like, you think about Peru too, all those kind of like buildings and like stone structures that like kind of just morphed right in together. You know what I mean? It's like you can't even fit.
Well, check it out. Here's the shit with that.
Yeah.
It's fucking it's a polymer, dude. It's a casing. Okay. Those stones aren't shaped like that. And one of the things I fucking saw with it, I mean, they can soften stones and shit like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I was thinking like this. Okay, imagine you had a bag, right?
Yeah.
And then you put a hole in that bag, and then you pump a bunch of you put that bag on a rock, and you pump a bunch of cement polymer into that. It's gonna fucking come up form fitting to the rock.
Mm.
And I don't think they didn't make regular fucking concrete shit. Their shit had something to do with like basalt, which is paramagnetic.
Yeah.
It'll like amplify the magnetic shit with it. So the structures, could they have shaped them using fucking sound and all this? Yes. I mean, possibly using sound, because with sound you can, make something vibrate so hot that you could melt it. Yes, they could have. Did they? I don't know. Is there a more primitive way to do it and a seemingly easier way to do it? Technically, yes, but look at it this way. If you did fill it up with some kind of polymer or some shit like that, you'd have to wait the whole fucking day, plus, I think, for the shit to dry. And not only that, well, in that case as well, it would just be okay, you put a whole row down, right?
Yeah.
A row of fucking weird shaped fucking stones or whatever. And then you do a whole row of that bag filled with that polymer on top. And then the bag, if it's natural, then the weathering and shit like that will just take care of it. Like, it'll wear off. So, there's that theory. But then there's also the other theory that these controllers or whatever have basically taken control. That's the whole fucking point of the government, essentially, is to stop you from learning about all this shit. Like with the state parks.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want people to fucking go off, dude. It's not that people can get hurt. Obviously, people can get hurt. Obviously, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if that was the case, they wouldn't threaten to fucking shoot you or fucking, take you to jail or some shit like that. They'd be like, hey, you're going to get a fine. You're not supposed to be here. You get a fine. But yeah, like, I thought about it. I was like, well, there's a lot of places you can't go. And if it turns out that some of these places are like giant buildings or giant cities and shit like that got melted, and then imagine a mud flood coming right after that. So this plasma event happens, and then that totally fucks the magnetic shit of the Earth, which would fuck with the poles, which would cause a pole shift, which would cause essentially earthquakes, and then that would cause mud floods, softening of the floors and shit like that, sinkholes. And here's the other thing too: these Phoenician fuckers were supposed to have come from water, right?
Yeah.
Like So a lot. Where's the water? The water's underground.
I heard that too. I heard that there's like oceans within the water in the earth. Like there's like this hidden ocean or some shit like that.
See, and I think what happens is it's a cycle. I think the Earth implodes itself and then fucking spits out new shit, and that becomes the new Earth. And it's just a cycle, like, because we as humans completely fuck up everything, right?
Yeah.
So but we're in cahoots with the Earth. Like the Earth. Well, that's the first thing, bro. You haven't even heard my theories about fucking. What if some of at one time, right?
Yeah.
We all had to have some fucking common genealogy. Black, white, brown, all this shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
Asian. Central genealogy. Now, what if black people evolved from something else? What if white people evolved from something else? What if Asians evolved from something else? Like some kind of dinosaur shit.
Shit.
And those...
It's funny you said that, because I just came back from watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And it's kind of like that, bro. There's like the society of all these kind of like what if like a panda or a monkey evolved into like some kind of bipedal thing, but looking still like
Yeah, but think about it this way.
Yeah,
it would have, all those things could have existed, but they would have been killed by the fucking. We're the strongest that survived that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like that's the way it works. Because I've seen skeletons that look like fucking. Like, they have dog faces, bro. Dragon fucking faces. But, like, arms like a human would have, but but fucking fangs. Like I've seen these weird fucking things they dragon kings and shit like that, and they're like dog people and fucking people with like I think all these motherfuckers existed, but I think they were like some of them.
They're like the
I don't
Hindu,
know how to explain
like all the Hindu gods, bro. They're like all like an elephant or like a monkey or something like that, you know?
Well, see, and then those monkey ones were not just the regular monkey ones, but there was this one fucking what was it, like one type of war that a bunch of these forest dwelling monkey looking people helped them fight and shit. And it's like, well, what if, and I'm sure you've seen a bunch of like Mexicans, not Hispanic,
yeah,
but like Mexican dudes that kind of look like monkeys.
yeah,
you know what I mean? That fucking head and shit like that.
Yeah, I have some family members are questionable.
And there's a bunch of white people that look like lizards. Like it's not, you know what I mean? It's just, they just kind of look like lizards.
Yeah, I have some of those too. They're scaly.
They just do, and then with in the fucking thin lips and the nose and shit like that,
the beady eyes,
and,
yeah.
There's some Arabs that do look like camels, kind of. You know what I mean? Like
they have humps.
They have big lips and the big nose and shit.
Yeah.
There's some people that look like birds.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, and there's some people that look like rats. Like some of the India people, they look like rats, and they worship rats as well.
Yeah, it's true, man.
So I was like, well, what if we're all just fucking? What if something came and was like, okay, I'm gonna throw all my DNA into all these fucking dinosaur type fucking animals or whatever, and we'll see what happens. And the animals that didn't get the DNA were just regular animals, but like we all evolved. I don't know, bro. It's very fucking weird. Like, because you have the giants as well.
Yeah.
I think what happened is during one of these cataclysms, somebody went out and fucked a bunch of animals or dinosaurs for that matter.
Yeah. That's that's how it works.
Yeah. Think about it, man, because like I've seen there's these fucking there's these, I don't know, they're not stone carvings. There's these wooden carvings from this dude called Valdemar Jules or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a fuck ton of carvings, bro. A fuck ton. And they look extremely weird. It's like it has to do with dinosaurs and shit like that. Like, but weird looking dinosaurs. But it's almost like the dinosaurs are their pets. And the people have like a weird reptilian kind of look, like huge eyes.
Yeah.
But they're round. And kind of like a reptilian type fucking face. And it almost looks like somebody came and then made dinosaur human fucking hybrids. And if that was the case, then those motherfuckers experienced the end of the world, technically, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The extinction. What if those fuckers went underground? The lizard people. And then you have fucking the Native American...
The ant people.
Yeah, ant people, lizard people, and shit like that.
Yeah, they talk about stuff like that, yeah.
What if they're just different species of people?
Damn. We have the reptilian side of our brain too, and shit in humans, huh?
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, and then the reptilian side of your brain, that's like just the bottom. Like all that shit.
Uh-huh.
That's the pleasure zone or the fucking rage zone and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think I found out what you're supposed to do. Like, not what we're supposed to do, but have you ever heard of chrism? You know what chrism is?
No, I haven't. It sounds familiar, but no, I don't know what it is.
It's supposed to be that Christ fluid. Like, it's supposed to be your spinal fluid, essentially.
Oh shit, adrenochrome? Like
no, because that's from a gland.
Oh, okay.
Spine fluid. You're supposed to. You're inside of that fluid. That fluid's a lubrication or conductor that lets you communicate with your brain and lets you shoot fucking energy down to your fucking hands and legs to move shit.
Yeah.
because you're not the body. You're that energy fucking controlling the body.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So with that, I think it sits at the base of your spine, or it sits in your head. Like, I think they said, like, the hypothalamus, it's the point that's supposed to be in between your brain until you decide the right brain think or left brain think.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be the kind of like the genie in the lamp, the Santa Claus, Christ coming back for resurrection after he goes like to the bottom chakra. It's all fucking esoteric shit, man. Like it's all it's all esoteric shit that's all the same shit. So you have to match all the, well, you don't have to. Once you know the allegory, you can understand it. But if you try, you'll just end up like, oh, that's like Jesus. No, that's like Mithra. Oh, no, that's like fucking Addis. No, that's fucking like Christian shit like that. It's a very fucking odd way of thinking about it. But all it is basically you can go down to your low chakra, like the fucking one by your asshole, tailbone, right?
Yeah.
And you can come back up to like your fucking third eye or whatever and shit like that. The whole shit is that there's nerve bundles at different parts of the body. And those are supposed to be where the chakras are, where these nerve bundles are. Or energy centers like the heart and the brain or the throat. But the lower chakras, they're all physical. They're tangible based. Now, what I found when working with electromagnets is that if you cross, or even electricity, if you cross two wires that are electrically charged, you'll have a vortex in the middle. All right. So in that case, those crossing of nerves at your center point can be where vortexes are.
So you can, like, where does that vortex take you? Where does if you were to tap into it?
It doesn't take you anywhere physically, because this physical world doesn't exist. All this physical world is a fuck ton of waves interfering with other waves. Well, not even waves. They're what you would consider waves, interfering with other types of waves. So, say you're fucking walking down the street and you see a tree, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that tree is going to have leaves that are green, right? Are you sure they're green?
Either that or red or orange.
Or is that the color you see that's bouncing and reflecting off the leaf into your eye?
Oh, okay,
which fucking turns it into an electrical signal to this thing you call green, that's a color that you can understand.
Yeah.
Nothing exists in this world at all. It only exists as you perceive it to exist. That's it.
You think there's colors that we haven't figured out yet? Like something?
Oh, no, there is, but you wouldn't consider colors. All they are frequencies. That's all they are. That's all it is. All they are frequencies, and there's frequencies, but that exist, but they would be like red. All you have to do is think of this. Think of a color below red. That's that color. Think of a color below that red. That's that color. Think of color below that. That's how it goes. But it gets to the point where it's infrared. You know what I mean? Because of the wavelength.
Yeah.
So
maybe
technically,
yeah.
Because you just can't see that frequency. That's the only reason. But it exists.
I'm sure there's like shit all around us, bro. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like a fish doesn't really know it's in an ocean, right? It's not really, like, I don't know. Like, it's us, like, we might be floating in some kind of liquid space kind of shit. We don't even fucking know.
It's not liquid. It's not liquid, but it behaves like it. It's this ether thing.
Yeah.
I've been studying that too. This thing that we live in, it's like our water. And the way I can say that is, think of if you go underwater, right?
Yeah.
And you were to have a jet that sucks water in one way and shoots it out another, right? You're underwater. That's basically what a magnet does. But a magnet it freezes what this thing we consider nothing is in like a static field.
Yeah.
So instead of moving parts, it's just like, it's doing the same thing that a jet would do. It's throwing this how do I put this? It's not the magnet itself that's doing it. Those lines that you see are those field lines.
Yeah.
They're bending because the magnet has a property that makes it bend. It makes the space time, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this fabric go in and out and back in, and then it comes out of the other side and in the other side. Like that's what it is. If I've gone through almost everything with magnets. You can create a vortex by spinning magnets. If you had a propeller underwater, you'd create a fucking vortex. Like a whirlpool. That's all this shit is. This shit is our water.
That makes sense. Yeah. You just got to know how
to...
I don't even know, like, there's probably very few people that know how to tap into it, huh? Tesla or some shit like that, you know, people like that.
Well, the thing is with him, dude, what I told you, he's like, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit is the frequency, which means the amplitude, like it goes up and down, like the frequency of, the frequency of something, that's how many times like it goes up and down, right?
Yeah.
The frequency is how much it vibrates. Put it that way. Of vibration, that would be the frequency. And then you see what that would produce, and it would produce energy. So different frequencies produce energy. All you have to do is think of everything as a frequency. It's a little bit difficult, but once you get and you realize everything are waves, all those waves are basically energy vibrating at different frequencies.
Damn.
That's it. That's all everything is. Energy vibrating at different frequencies. And it's energy that you see and energy you don't see.
And who do you think there's obviously people that profit off of this shit. They have to be using it somehow, some way.
Yeah, but
nowadays.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
But like the people now, they bullshit a lot. Like a lot of people, they found the grift because other people are stupid and they can't think for themselves with this. And they're like, oh, fuck, yeah. You know, if I fucking like Reiki and shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, oh, you know, it's all about good intent. It's all about, like, can you explain the fucking physics of that to me?
Yeah.
Please? You know, they're like, oh, you know, it's all about positive intent. Like, okay. What? Like, they believe in it. So they believe it to be true. Like, people that try to meditate, and they're like, oh, I've reached fucking bliss and transcendence. Like, if you try to meditate, you ain't reaching shit.
So there's no...
Because you're trying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, it's like trying to go to sleep. You can't fucking do it. You have to just let yourself go. Like, once you let yourself go, yeah, your brain is going to be in a different frequency. So that's going to give you a different state of mind. Now, with the electroculture shit, I found out that the way it works is you put a ground, right? Like a ground line, a cable, ground cable, some shit like that to ground.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these places were sacred energy spots, right? That these people would build shit on.
Yeah. They're all over the place, right? Like landlines and shit like that, yeah.
Ley lines, yeah.
Ley lines, there you go, yeah.
So, at those points, and they built them with special stones that had parametric properties, or that would absorb the electromagnetic frequency, and essentially you make the stones that they would sit on or meditate on charged with energy. Now, if they put, say, one of those hat things on,
yeah,
those happy hats or fucking the hats that a crown or some shit like that,
tinfoil hat.
Not a tinfoil hat, but you know what I mean, like an electroculture type fucking thing where it's like it has a lot of spines at the top of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I saw you post a picture of that, like of that one. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, something like that. So in that case, the electrons would fucking travel up your fucking not up, well, technically up your ass, but it would go up the bottom chakra, up your spine where all the other chakras are, straight out of your fucking head, because it's trying to fucking get annihilated. All the negative electrons are trying to get annihilated by the positively charged protons in the air.
So it starts with the asshole chakra all the way up to the top.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that's how. Okay.
Yeah, but you think about it, it's natural Earth energy.
Yeah.
It's natural Earth energy that's being passed through you. So
it's like you're connecting. You're feeling grounded. Like
exactly.
Yeah, with the ground. Yeah.
You're completing a circuit in a way. And one of the things that I saw was this building. I think it's in Japan, and it has a bunch of sparks coming off of it. Like it's like an active. And
was that it? That was a crazy sound right there.
Yeah, like it was just like that, man.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, I'm like, I didn't get it, because I was like, well, it's supposed to be. I thought that they took in electrons, or they took in energy and fed it to the bottom. There's two ways that you can do it. You can isolate the ground so that it pulls it from the top, and then you can have like a capacitor or a space in between, and then a line coming from the ground, and it would gather the charge in that little gap. Or you could do it like the way I was talking about right now.
Yeah.
But it makes total sense now. It's like, well, because I would be like, these people are fucking stupid. How can they feel any energy coming up their fucking legs? They're bullshitting. You know, I fucking tried. It doesn't work. And I've had so many people bullshit and like, oh, well, you know, you gotta have faith. You gotta believe it. I'm like, no, you fucking idiot. That is fucking delusional. There's a scientific explanation for all this. We may not know the reason for it, but, you know, if you give me all the pieces to a puzzle, or give me a few puzzle pieces, I can go like, oh, this is a puzzle of a fucking cat, or this is a puzzle of this, you know, or you give me the front end of the puzzle, I'd be like, the puzzle is supposed to look like this when it's done. But these people are just like, they're getting like Legos and being like, it's a puzzle. It doesn't make any sense. Like what they're saying, they're teaching people wrong. That's the only issue. That's the only issue I have with it.
So
I mean, if you want,
like we're all special. We all have like this gift or something. We just don't know how to tap into it, and people are suppressing it from us, like not teaching us how to tap into stuff like this. Like it makes sense. Like why do they teach certain things in school? They don't really teach you shit that you really need in life, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Like
that's because
all this hidden knowledge and shit.
That's because now everything turned into a machine, like a business. Like everything seems like a business right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, they didn't want people trying to figure out, like, I think that's one of the reasons why people get, well, that is the reason why people get killed when they have inventions that do this shit.
Yeah. The guy with the water. Turned the car into water.
Stanley Meyer.
Yeah,
Stanley Meyer. I believe that this thing that I made, that vibrating fucking box that you get in.
Yeah.
I believe that vibrated my brain into sync. I don't know how to explain it, but it was almost like it centered my brain. My brain was like really ADHD, going back and forth, like left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain. I couldn't commit to either, but now I can stay in the middle, and I can choose to, you know, find, like, do I want to look at this emotionally or do I want to look at this logically? Like I can literally, I have the wherewithal to do that now. And I think what happened is there was a hemisync. It's called hemisync. And with all the experiments I was doing, I think I managed to make my brain, I guess, open some part of it. Because now I can think way fucking quicker. And I can remember.
And what is it that you made again?
It's a box.
Okay,
with with shakers, bass shakers on the bottom. But what it does is it shakes the box, and in the box when you're in there,
what's in the box?
You can hear
Yeah.
You can hear the sound,
Yeah.
and you kind of just go off in the fucking nowhere land. Like, you know that point in between dreaming and sleeping?
Yeah.
It takes you there, like trance and shit, like a trance.
Damn.
And you hear the waves, or you hear the frequencies interacting, and when they interact, they make different frequencies. And then that's how you realize, oh shit, everything's just different frequencies that are specialized from other frequencies interacting.
Damn. Can you turn
like
that?
throwing two pebbles.
Can you turn it on for a second, or would it like be all crazy and shit?
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
No, nothing.
I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
No, I was using all my recordings. Yeah, I mean, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah. Send me a picture. I'll put it up. Yeah. I'll be afraid to turn shit on or fuck around with shit like that, dude. I feel like I'll fucking blow up something. Yeah.
No. See, here's the thing. It's like, if I had an idea to put fucking, was it helium gas?
Yeah.
Inside of the box with me, so it would speed up the fucking sound waves.
Yeah.
Because sound waves also, they go as fast as the medium they're in. So with regular air, it's slower than hydrogen. Hydrogen's like 5 times faster. So you'll be able to hear things 5 times faster in helium than you would in this fucking substrate shit. Oxygen, nitrogen thing. Yeah, man. Like, it's all science.
I want to try it. I definitely want to get something aligned or whatever. I think I'm all over the place and shit.
I deleted everything from my old YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start this new one. With the different experiments. I also have that's right. And it's not bullshit. Like what I'm talking about. I had a EEG reader, like a brainwave reader.
Yeah.
And that's how I trained my brain with, after getting out of that box, it levels your brain to like a 0 point. You're not thinking about anything. You don't want anything. You're the most relaxed and blank you've ever been when you get out of it.
Yeah.
And what I did was I put the thing in my head really fast without even thinking, nothing. It was just one fluid motion, boom. I turned on my screen and I started recording my brainwaves. And I started thinking about being violent as fuck. And then boom, one certain brainwave spiked. And then I thought about being loving, and I thought about, fucking and shit like that. And different brainwaves spiked. So I found out, like, oh shit. So I can control my brainwaves by thinking about things. And then after you do that, you can basically control everything you want to. Yeah, man, it's extremely fucking weird. I can see everything way better than I used to. It feels like I'm not asleep anymore. Very weird, but
you're thinking outside the box now.
Fuck, there ain't even a box, bro. I can see through the box.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. How's everything else? How have you been, bro? How's everything?
All right.
Good.
No bad.
Fucking
all right for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Injuries and shit like that, but
injuries?
Here's what it is.
Like what kind of injuries?
Yeah. Oh, like leg injuries?
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you were like talking about something with the experiments you're doing right there and stuff.
Oh no. I don't get any. I get burned maybe with electricity or maybe shocked a little bit, but nothing too hardcore. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've been doing a fuck ton of research on like everything ghosts, old ancient fucking shit, and that's why I think a lot of those old ancient motherfuckers, I think they had boxes like these or places where you could be, where you'd get inundated. But I think it was different because they connected, like they would ground and then they'd make the sound and then they had the tech to gather the fucking electrical energy and shit. And none of it's mechanical tech. The only mechanic you can produce electricity with fucking magnets and copper, bro. They had that back in the day. You can produce it with the
Baghdad
crystal
battery. The Baghdad battery.
That's more chemical.
For nickel plating, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and I'm talking before, like, because the Egyptians, they're not really shit. I mean, they're cool, but it was somebody else that made
Before
that fucking
them. Yeah, the
pre-dynamic, which would basically be the Sumerians.
Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody way before them, yeah.
But then there's different types of Sumerians. You have like Akkadians and fucking all these other Babylonians that were from the Sumerians. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Anunnakis.
Well, kind of like that. The Anunnakis made, and here's the other thing too: the Egyptians in America and the Egyptians in fucking South America and shit, dude. Like, there's 3 different types of fucking Olmec. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
There's the ones with the big fucking round head.
The faces and shit.
There's the ones they're the ones with the fucking that look like Hawaiian tiki heads.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones that just look like Mayans. Kind of. You know what I mean?
Those are the Olmecs. They talk about, you know, those what do you call those? Easter Island, the big statues they find too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? They say when you dig deeper, it's like a whole full body of them and shit. They're like fucking huge statues.
Well, those bodies have writing on the back.
What?
Like pictorial type writing. Now, one thing that I've noticed is a lot of the. I think the Indians. Okay, check this out.
Yeah.
I think that the Indians, like the India Indians,
yeah,
I think they were the first quote unquote Jews.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but either that or they had a lot of the knowledge, and I think the the Hebrews took that as well. But I think the Indians came over here first. Like the India Indians came over here first.
Yeah.
Because you have almost the same type of god, like the thunder god, like that.
Yeah, and especially in South America, you see all like from Indonesia, all the similarities of all those temples and shit.
Yeah, with the elephants too.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some of the stelae that had fucking elephants on it. They got small ears. That's an Indian elephant, not an African elephant.
Yeah.
So it's almost, and then here's the thing, like with the India, it would make sense to be like, oh, okay, well, these are gods that can fly and do this, and that. Well, if they'd fly all over the fucking earth. And they'd definitely go to fucking Mexico.
Yeah. Somebody was traveling like that, bro. Visiting people, bringing them knowledge back then. Yeah, like Viracocha out there in Peru. You got what we call, what's the one in Mexico? I forgot. There's all these people that came from somewhere and brought all these like tools, agriculture, math, you name it.
Well, there was different humans or different gods. You had like Scythians.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Peruvian or pre-Columbian artifacts, you'll see motherfuckers with giant heads that look like Easter Island heads.
Yeah.
You'll see motherfuckers that look Asian, like some kind of Mongol fucking type dudes and shit.
Yeah.
And you see white looking dudes with white beards and kind of like pointed hats. So they're Scythians.
Like wizards and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that what they said is that those guys were first. Like after whatever cataclysm happened or whatever, they were first. And then they got taken over by the black ones.
This is like some Lord of the Rings shit, bro. It sounds
exactly.
Yeah. But that's where that fucker
exactly
got it from. I bet you that's where he got all that shit from. He had to learn all that shit from someone, bro. That JR Tolkien dude.
Look at it this way. I think it's a deal. I think this whole thing's a deal. They have to tell us. But it's our job to go and research it.
Yeah.
That way, it's like that's the way I see it because there's too many similarities, and the whole shit is I think they tell them, hey, you can make this, you can do the evil or the good part of it, but you can't tell them shit. And I think when they do tell them, that's when they get like, I think they have shit on everybody. I think they probably fucking like take a picture. They probably invite them to like a weird island or a hotel, make them get all fucked up, then either bang them in the ass or take a picture of them with a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're probably like, oh well, if you don't do what we say, we're gonna show everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the whole Jesse Smollett thing, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Very
Did you
similar.
did you hear what he said when fucking they were taking him away?
Oh yeah, he
He's like,
said
no.
yeah, it was
I do not want to kill myself. I do not want to kill myself. I was like, they probably told him, hey, you're gonna have to do this fucking false bullshit because we need the agenda put through.
Yeah, yeah.
He fucked it up.
Fucked it all.
You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
He fucked it up. He's like, oh man, I fucked up the plan. I'm gonna get fired.
Yep. And he knew it.
And
yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't even care. Like at this point, I don't give two shits, dude. The CIA rules everything and runs everything, runs Hollywood. It's all good, bro. I don't care. I'm not gonna stop you. Do your thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would be very stupid of me to think that I'd be able to fucking stop. They've been doing this shit for eons, bro.
For real.
You know, like I'm not stopping shit. Jesus couldn't have even stopped the motherfuckers in the fucking temple, you know, doing sales and shit like that.
Damn.
But it is what it is. Like all you have to do is be like, all right, well, I guess that's the agenda this month, or that's the agenda, whatever. And I have to say, you can't really you can't bitch at the fucking leftists really, because the fucking conservatives did the same shit in 2001.
Yeah, it just seesaws.
Remember that whole, if you're not with us, you're against us. Yeah. Oh, Arabs are fucking, all Arabs are terrorists, and fucking, now it's like, all white people are racist.
Yeah.
And fucking, like, you can't say shit about trans people.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're not an ally, then you're a murderer. You're a genocide.
Yeah. You're not with us.
And that's like,
us. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Freedom Prize shit. The Freedom Prize, they just took it and did it fucking the other way. It's like, now we're going to do a bunch of gay stuff, which I don't give a fuck about the gay shit. Yeah. I can understand gay people. I can totally understand it. I mean, I think the way they talk is stupid, but I can understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, I had a conversation. She's like, so you don't, but I'm like, look, man, first off, please explain to me why every gay person talks like this. Oh my God, seriously?
And they have
Jesus fucking, like, bro, like, you obviously learned that. Nobody's born fucking talking like that. Or if they are born talking like that.
Or with the list.
Then, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's like on purpose when it's like Valley Girl with a list.
Yeah.
And with a fucking twist of strong, independent black woman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like, I was like, look, there could be a bunch of mitigating factors. What I believe it is, since you have two sides of your brain, I think gay people tend to think, or gay people who are dudes tend to think more with the left side of their brain. I think that's the emotional side.
Okay.
And it just loops around in emotion and shit like that. And that probably, it does whatever it does. With chicks, that was different. With lesbians, I thought about it, and I really, really, really thought about it. Like, some lesbians have really deep voices, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if they have like a spike of testosterone or some shit like that makes their brain work a certain way? I get that. Totally cool. You're going to tell me that a chick with a dick is just like, oh yeah, no, it's a real woman.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to let them play with dudes? Or you're going to let them play with chicks in like teams? Fucking what? I think what they're doing right now is an experiment. They're giving them what they asked for.
Yeah. It's all it is. Yeah. Just an
experiment. This is all. Yeah. I mean,
big social experiment. Yeah.
Well, see, they know that something's coming. I don't know what it is, but I can tell it's coming too.
Yeah. I feel it.
I mean, the way, I don't know how people can look at the news and be like, oh, this isn't all correlated. Like, the amount of fucking shootouts have been happening recently, the amount of...
Oh, man. Did you hear about that yesterday here? Dude, just like 20 minutes from where I was at, bro, right here in Allen. A big fucking mass shooting again. Somebody just hopped out of their fucking Charger, bro, and just started shooting people in an outlet mall, bro. It's fucking sad. And then, bro, not just that, bro. Like, somebody talked. I saw some interview with this cowboy guy, right? Can you hear me?
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, this shootout happened in Allen yesterday, bro. I don't know if you did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this guy was talking about, I guess he got to the scene and he saw everybody running and a lot of people just pulling out their phones to record shit. It's just like, damn, that's the problem like of people nowadays, bro. People just want to fucking document shit and instead of just doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, be a fucking hero. Instead, they want to be journalists and record shit and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of upsetting. A lot of fucking videos were just going out yesterday and some fucked up ones too, bro. Seeing kids dead and shit like that. It's fucked up.
I mean, here's the thing too. Like, you heard of Pandora's box, right?
Yeah.
We let it out. There is no fucking going back.
Yeah, it's like putting toothpaste back in its fucking container and shit.
It's like turning toothpaste back into a tree.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Like, there's no way. And I think what's happening is people are going to realize probably within the next year or two that everything is bullshit.
Yeah.
That the politicians are just puppets for corporate America. That's it. Lobbyists, they can buy anybody.
Yeah.
And what trips me out is how much see, I didn't really give a shit until these fuckers didn't have answers to questions that were logical. Like when they question them it's when I guess when the conservatives or Republicans or whatever are questioning the liberal Democrats and like all the people in the different social medias, all the different people and like Pfizer shit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have answers to the questions. They just they talk in circles until the time runs out, so they don't have to lie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've done that before, and I'm like, you guys are hiding something. Definitely. And then they start shaking and getting defensive and shit. I'm like, what? No, now you're really hiding something. Because, you would just be like, dude, I don't care. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they don't, it's almost like the Democrats and liberals, they got like the feelings of being the cool kids. Oh, okay. Here we go. You remember high school?
Yeah.
Right now you have student council and the hot topic nerds ruling the high school that is America.
Yeah.
All the jocks and cool kids are anti gay and anti-trans assholes and racist and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
The rich ones, like the rich people and shit like that, like the kids that drive the BMW and shit like that, local cars and shit.
Uh-huh.
They're the colonialists and shit like that.
Yeah.
All this is high school, bro.
That's all it is.
All this is high school with different shit, except they let the nerds rule the high school now. Yeah. It's like they were like, okay, we're kicking off everybody Riverside football team who's a jock because we got to get these nerds in here because they have to play too. And they're letting the nerds play and run everything.
Yeah.
And since the nerds are all like, oh, I don't get laid, I don't get attention, I don't blah blah blah. Like now they're getting it.
Yeah. No,
they're getting the attention, the fat chicks, everything. They're getting the attention. They're getting the notoriety. They found out that they can just be like, yes, I support trans. In fact, I'm going to transition my child.
Yeah.
And then they get that virtue signaling and shit like that.
And they're the ones that became bullies now, bro. They turned society upside down and started shaking them for their lunch money and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, that's exactly what they're doing now, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't like being a bully. I would just be and see, now me, I'm the same way I was in high school. I'm just a stoner looking at everything.
Yeah, me too.
And being like, you guys are fucking stupid. Both of you sides are stupid. It wasn't for you fucking Republican assholes. And that's the thing. They're in cahoots. It's the same. They're being fucking puppeted by the same people, whoever the fuck those people are.
Same people.
Because those, I would say like, oh, like the Rockefellers and the fucking shit like that. It doesn't matter. It goes beyond them.
Oh yeah, these are
goes way beyond
people who really run shit. You don't even know their fucking names, bro. They're nameless.
Nah, fuck no. Nope. Yeah. Like all these, it's a pyramid. It's like literally a pyramid. I think the thing is though, like everything's correlating with each other. Like the all-seeing eye, the Masonic shit. Oh, you can't tell anything about anything or you die. And then it's like, well, that's funny because the CIA is a lot the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, and then there's been like things in the news about the CIA being in control of Hollywood. And when you really think about it, like think about how many of these people molest kids and they're able to get away with it or fucking, you know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like they're, okay, I'll put it this way. I found out a way that if, I guess the CIA, and they probably figured it out as well, but I figured out the steps that you would need to figure out and read everybody's brainwave, and the people will actually give it to you. They'll even pay you to fucking, for you to take their brainwave activity and shit. And then you'd map out every single person's particular brainwave based off of what they view in virtual reality for certain situations. You let them do whatever they want. If they want to kill somebody in virtual reality, you let them do that. They want to strangle them, do that. Assault them any which way, sexually, otherwise, you let them do that. Then you find out how their brain works. Then you can find out the precursors that build up to that particular brainwave. Then you can fucking risk them on, you know, their likelihood for violence, and then you'd be able to have some kind of insurance policy to be like, oh, well, you know, your thing right here said that you're 30% likely to off somebody. You're going to have to pay a little bit more insurance for that risky behavior. What I think they're doing is they're trying to get more out of people to be able. It's like
maybe that's why they're collecting all this data now from everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's stupid because the way they're doing it's so fucking analog. Like, I understand you can hear, like, they can hear the fucking conversation we're having right now.
Yeah.
Quality, great. Like, wouldn't you rather know what my brain waves were while having this conversation?
Yeah. It's interesting.
You know, and then in that case, they'd be able to find out which brainwave is more likely to you, and then like what brainwave. Okay, like right now, my alpha and gamma waves are fucking high as shit. Like 2 years ago, my delta waves used to be high as shit. So if they can match the brainwave frequency with the one that you have, and they can subliminally slip shit in by blasting you with directed energy weapons. With that, you know, they can do whatever they want, and it will work. Believe me, I've done fucking studies with subliminal shit. It works. It totally does. Very weird shit. And
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I don't really have the thing to do it or whatever, but I was thinking about, you know, just the different shit because Netflix had that one movie where you're able to fucking choose what you want to do. It's like a choose your own adventure game.
Oh, okay. I like those books. I remember reading them as a child. Yeah.
See, but those adventure games will do two things. Say if you hook up if you hook it to VR, okay? So say that thing's now VR. Like, what was that movie? Some Hardcore Henry? You remember that shit?
Yeah. Dope movie.
Okay, I was like first person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're coming out with video games that look like that now. They're that real.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so say you're the government, okay? Here, you buy this and you go through Sony or whatever. Sony, we're the government. We want you to make this. It's a headset that reads electromagnetic or EEGs from the brain. So you get to put yourself in the brain. They're able to tell your situations in stressful situations and sexual situations and violent situations, how fast your reaction time would be. It would map your eyes to find out your eye patterns, your breathing patterns. You know, the government can do this. People would still buy the fucking VR set. Oh, yeah. Knowing, and they signed the ticket saying, no, you can definitely have my stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely have all my stuff. Yeah, you're going to make it a better experience for me? Great.
Damn, dude.
See, I had that idea one day, and I was like, Jesus Christ. The government has been doing this. I've barely been thinking this way for like 2 years. The government's had fucking what? Over
decades.
70, 80 years?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
As far as we know right now for this technology.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, like, if I was working in the government, like if the CIA recruited me, and they're like, hey, you need to make this. That's exactly how I would make it. And I'd put all that tracking shit in there, heart rate monitor, aspiration monitor, eye fucking reading things, sweat fucking reading things, full haptic fucking suit, EEG reader, everything. And I would have them go through everything, like somebody, assault, violence, joy, every possible thing. And then you would essentially know more about that person than their own fucking mother. You'd know more about you. The only person you know more about them would be God.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But then again, I'm just a clandestine scientist.
Yeah.
But if you ever hear me, it's like, oh, Mike just ended up disappearing one of these days.
I got your back, bro. I'll shout it out the top of all the hills, man. What's up? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I better put something out with this stuff, thinking about, that. Because, I haven't heard one person. The only thing that I saw was in China. They have those things on the fucking kids' heads to tell when the kids are not paying attention.
Mm.
But, I mean, that's just for productivity. We're in America, baby. Weaponize that shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, and then the government could just fucking put it out as like, oh, we're using it for rehabilitation of people, so they can, be rehabilitated. We can find out this, and that. And then slowly it would get corrupted. Other people would steal the technology. And then the U.S. could just be like, all right, great. Now we can fucking unleash the fucking, the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
And then later on, with the headset update, they'd be able to beam shit inside of your head to make you have a more realistic, quote unquote, experience. Basically subliminally putting whatever they want to in there. And you'd pay them for it. Damn, possibly a monthly subscription. That's good, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. Shit, man. They should have got me to work for them.
Damn, bro. They're going to call you right after this podcast.
Great. I fucking hope they do, bro. I need a job. I'm disabled. Fucking, it's like, come on, man.
Damn,
like,
man. Help them up.
Or, I'll work for the CIA. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, they're going to do whatever they do. Like, you're not going to stop them. They're going to do whatever they do. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, let me see. I was like, look, man, I'll make the technology. You want to do the evil shit with it? That's on you.
If you can't beat them,
I'm just making the technology.
If you can't beat them, might as well join them and shit, huh?
Well, I guess. I would just fucking be like, like, look, man, I'm not going to use this for any evil shit. I tell you, please don't. You probably are, but I don't know that for 100% fact.
Damn.
So, that's it. Who knows? Maybe down the line somebody could use it for good. And they probably will use it for good.
Hopefully.
To, kind of shadow what they're doing with it.
Hopefully it has a change of heart. You know what I mean? Hopefully somebody can use it for good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly sure. The thing is, it's not fucking alien technology, though.
Yeah.
It's so fucking simple. So fucking simple.
Do you think any governments out there do have alien technology?
Well, that's the thing. When you say alien, do you talk about outer space? Because I think
not like something man came up with, but something that's
fine. No. Yeah, I'm talking the UFOs are in the Earth, bro.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're used by the people in the Earth. That
makes sense.
Yeah, think about it this way.
Yeah.
The only reason we view material as what we view it as here is because we have our sun and the moon. Mm. Like, days are not like what we fucking think days are. Days don't exist except on this Earth.
Damn,
so I think... Well,
it's like a whole simulation? Like a whole simulation. Everything's kind of like...
Well, this is a giant... We're in a hologram,
That's
bro.
What I was
like I said,
like a giant hologram. Damn.
Yeah, it's all just waves interacting with shit. That's all it is.
That's why when you see like fucking airplanes or something like when they're in the sky like jets, it's like they're like scratching the force field or something around us. They can't. I don't know, man. It's like give off.
No.
Yeah.
They're watch. It looks like they're like when a rocket goes up.
Yeah.
Like it's going through water. There's a wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just different atmosphere. That's just different level of moisture. It's still like I said, all this shit, we're underwater. Water is just fucking, we're under liquid, not water, liquid.
Some kind of liquid.
But the liquid is just...
The ether.
It's not, the ether, Higgs boson field, whatever you want to call it. It's not dense here. The water is made out of different chemicals that are denser. So this is oxygen and nitrogen. up there in the fucking mesosphere, magnetosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, shit like that.
Yeah,
that's all different. It's different shit. Like you can't breathe underwater. You can't breathe up there. So there has to be something. Like if you're going through it, you're going to be passing through a substance, and that substance shows up as that, like a boat going through fucking water and waves coming out of it. Yeah, once you break everything down to science, everything's real simple. Like UFOs, I think that's a little bit different. I don't know. There's so many different technologies. Like it has to do with something with like gyroscopic shit to keep it balanced. But the propulsion is a field, and that field either lessens or strengthens. This field can lessen or strengthen gravity, not for the whole world, but the gravity that it experiences. That's how it does it. I don't know how specifically they did it, but it's something about repulsion. It's not that the thing becomes weightless. It's just that the field that it's around is no longer affected by the gravitational field as much. It still weighs the same, but the field that it's in is affecting what you see it doing. And there was this Asian lady who did it, and she said, "Yeah, we're ready to do it." She did it with like some kind of disc that is spun by magnets.
Yeah,
and it's charged in a certain way to make some sort of superconductor torsion field, and that torsion field is what makes shit lose weight or gain weight. But it's not losing or gaining anyway. It's just the perceived weight of it seems to be less because the gravity is lessened. The effect of the gravitational field on that other field that it's producing is less. So it has nothing to do with it becoming weightless or losing weight, because that's impossible. It's going to weigh whatever it weighs. The only thing you can affect is the field that affects its weight.
They just have a way of manipulating the thing around it.
Yeah. It's just a field. That's all it is. It's putting a field, and the strength of that field, the direction of that field, or intensity, whatever, is directly affecting what's going on, like in the field, like for gravity. Because gravity is going to fucking have its field on you, even if you're fucking 10,000 feet in the fucking air. You're going to fall to fucking Earth. That's gravity.
Yeah.
So technically, if there's something pulling you down, then there should be a way. If you produce something to lessen that effect, then you just stay where you are or go forward or whatever. You're not beheld to the directional shit, because technically there's no direction. The way somebody was explaining it was that UFOs fall. They fall up.
What?
Because there's no direction.
It's just...
And in reality, there's no direction.
Yeah.
As soon as you turn off that field, they'll fall upwards.
And I wonder if whoever's driving these things, I wonder if there's like a steering wheel, or if they're just controlling it with their mind or some shit. You know what I mean? You would think.
Different shifts. Like, some of them, most of them, are supposed to be human. Most of them are human. Like the ones that we see, those are mostly human.
Okay.
The ones that are not, it's not that they're always like that, but a lot of the ones that are not are energy. It's just like
energy that's controlling that thing, or it's the energy itself.
Okay.
Because I know they see orbs, little light, and then they see this like flying saucers and shit. So maybe the flying saucers are ran by like fucking humans, right? And then the
ones that are done by humans, the ones that are public, are run by plasma. That's that TB30, TR308 or TR303, whatever the fuck it is. TB303.
Yeah.
It's the one that's shaped like a triangle.
Yeah.
And it has a light in the center. That's a plasma bomb in the center. Okay. But the other ones are working with that field shit. But they're using you're way up in the air, right?
Yeah.
They're finding a way to use the energy in the air to do that. I don't know how they're fucking doing it. I don't know shit about it. I understand the mechanics. I understand how you would do it, but the steps to doing it, that'd be like, you understand how a TV works or how a projector works? Yes.
Yeah.
Can you make a projector? No. But I can definitely understand it. But, I think that's one of those things where if you find out how to do it, the government will probably be at your fucking house. Like, that lady's gone. She disappeared.
What the fuck? Yeah, man. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are just disappearing right after they invent something cool and shit. Fuck that.
And I think the whole shit is why they're becoming, like... I think the whole shit with this censorship thing is because people are actually finding out. Like, more people are talking about the mud flood shit. More people are talking about Tartaria shit. More people are talking about science and physics and how things are the way they are.
Yeah. Not
how science says they are. Time, history as well. And I think what they're doing is making it, and they're using like trans and racism and like voter shit and political shit. I think they're using that to try to
smoke
like
screens.
Put
all these
to like, hey, you can't say that. That way they can be like, oh shit, this guy's talking about Tartaria. Nah, fucking drop that motherfucker. This guy's talking about spirituality, raising chakras, and the real way to do it. But the thing is most people are so fucking. That's why you have so many like shits like that. Is because so many people are bullshitting. Like, even like that guy, you got to check out that Jason from Archaic, dude.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I gotta do some more research on that shit. Yeah, for sure.
Look up a lot of this Phoenix shit and that simulacrum that talks about how this is all a simulation and shit like that. But the shit that he does with the time and how he has the whole fucking timeline of everything, and he has these events that happen, like even like the thing in Germany that had that giant spear appear in the sky with a bunch of crosses and balls going everywhere.
Yeah.
And like crashing to the ground. He's like, what it is, it's something that lets us see what's going on. Like it's because we view shit the way we view it because the light is at a certain way. There could be fucking multitudes of fucking things happening that we can't hear, smell, nothing.
We can't sense it. Yeah.
Yeah, for shit. And for all we know, it could be other dimensional. It could be shapes fucking fighting. We don't know. Maybe shapes have consciousness.
Damn.
Who the fuck knows? But yeah, man, weird shit.
No, I'm gonna look into that shit, man. I know there's a lot of crazy shit, man. There's a lot of crazy shit out there, and we're barely scratching the surface, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love it though, man.
Me too, bro. I find it exciting.
Yeah, fuck, keep my brain going and shit. And there's always something new. There's always something new. But it's based off old shit. And one thing that I fucking realized is I don't know, man. I got to say the prior generations kind of messed it up by being like, yeah, hey, just be good. Everything will be good.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, shit. I don't know. I wish my parents would have answered more questions that I had. Rather than just fucking thinking I was a smart ass and shit. And now I know more about religion than my mom.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People, I don't know. Because of the internet, you know what I mean? I think a lot of that has to do with that. You know what I mean? Especially us, like for coming from our parents. Our parents had to just read the book. You know what I mean? We had all these different things to look into. And if they want to, it's kind of hard to change your ways at that age, you know what I mean? But like if they wanted to, they can look into all this stuff and find out for themselves, you know what I mean? And they're going to start.
Yeah, but at the same, I remember when I was like, when I had to come to a conclusion about certain things, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. My whole fucking world is just fucking wrong. Okay.
Maybe ignorance is bliss, bro. Just be like, fuck it, you know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
It is until you have to pay the piper.
Yeah.
Then you're like, what? My rights. All my rights. What happened? You know what I mean? And I think that's the whole shit. Like, look, just go along with what they're saying. Just go along with it.
Yeah.
And, just smile and go along with it.
Take the red pill.
And that's, I think, well, it was like blue pill. They're like, just smile and go along with it. Just smile and go along with it. Don't question authority.
Yeah.
Don't question anything. Just go along with it. And they're like, no, fuck that. Like, all right. Things will be a lot easier. And I think it is for them. It is a lot easier. But when I think society's changing, and what's happening right now with this whole shit, whatever it is, it's going to change drastically, and people aren't going to be prepared. Like the financial sector, it's fucked, bro.
Yeah.
We are fucked. Like, the only way that we're going to get out of this is through that social credit score thing.
That shit's coming, man. They have that shit
I know.
in China, and yeah, they want that. They're trying to push it in, for sure.
Because, like, look at the dollar's going to go to shit. So they're going to be like, look, you can have all your dollars, which are worth a penny each, or just follow what we say.
Yeah.
And we'll give you, nice thing in your bank account. Don't talk shit.
Be a good
and
boy.
people are just going to be like,
a good girl.
Oh, okay. Just be a consumer. Because now, bro, it's to the point where it's like everybody's so fucking rich that all the rich people can put their money in something, give their money to regular people like us or whatever, and then have us buy all the shit that money goes back to them.
Yeah, man.
So
a lot of these people who do run shit, like the no names that we're talking about, they got their money in everything, bro. They got so much money. They got their money. It's either way, which way it tilts, they're in control of it. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the whole shit. Like, if it comes to the point being, like, if it comes to where this is a test, oh, dude, you're gonna have so many fucking people in jail. Think of all the people that did that no bail shit.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Do you think they're gonna go to their fucking trial? Do you think they're not? They're gonna have so many fucking people in jail for such a long time. They're gonna have to build new jails, so that's more money.
Yeah.
So all the Democrat Party is right now, if they do choose to do it, is setting the Republican Party up to make a fuckload of cash for the people in charge.
Yeah, and they're trying to usher in that kind of like domestic terrorism law too, man. They're really going to just crack down on people like that, yeah.
And then, see, what a good way to do that, to be like, oh, well, you can't talk shit about trannies because you're a terrorist. Yeah. You talk shit about trannies and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then if the Republicans get like, oh, well, we have this. Oh, Antifa's a terrorist group now? Great, look through everybody's fucking shit that had Antifa on it and get every single one of them. And now we're going to have those fucking face monitoring things on everything. They're going to be able to read your face like in China, read your eyes. They'll find out who you are. They'll find out where you were. They find out where you work. They'll find out everything. So they have that in China, bro.
Like,
yeah.
And they could determine each one individually. Like, that's crazy.
With masks on.
Yeah.
With masks on.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
I personally don't care. Like, it's not my shit. Not my battle. It's never been my battle or any of this shit. Like I said, I'm just I'm a watcher, bro. I'm an observer.
Yeah,
that's it.
Fuck
but
yeah.
I can tell you and the other thing too with all the illegal immigrants and shit, I want to say what's happening is they're getting put in so they can vote Democrat. If they keep the Democrat shit going, then that would usher in the socialism because everyone would get money for free.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, fool, we get money for free. Or now most of them are fucking from Brazil and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's intriguing to know about financing and shit like that, or finances, the economy, and then be able to fucking plot everything out to see how everything's supposed to go. I don't know, dude. This is the weirdest fucking presidency that I've ever fucking seen.
It's gonna get weirder, bro. It's gonna just get weirder.
Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah. Watch what happens. Watch what happens when the dollar fucking goes to shit.
It's gonna turn into a freak show. Yeah.
Yeah. See, they're gonna have people rioting. It's like Antifa, the Black Lives Matters riots. Yeah. The April 26th or April 24th, 1992, the riots. In Cali and shit, where the LA riots.
Yeah.
It's gonna pale in comparison, bro. Like, it's gonna be insane. The robbery. That's why I got out of the city, bro.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's all systematic. You can see it all being put in place and shit.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it to happen. So I can be like, great, whatever.
Yeah.
Let me smoke my bowl. That's all I want. I just want to grow my weed.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't want to sell it. Just, let me be self-sufficient.
Your Alamogrow? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's Alamogrow.
Alamogrow. Okay.
Alamogrow, like a groove.
Groove. Okay. Cool.
But it's spelled Alamogrow. because it's whatever. But there's another either company or product called Alamogrow.
Okay.
And then they also did it the other spelling, GRO. So I was like, fuck, I'll do it with an umlaut. And I'm like, well, that makes it German. So then the O is U, and then the W is a V. So it's Alamogrow.
Alamogrow. Hell yeah, man.
I think it sounds cool.
It is cool. It does sound cool. Is there anything else you want to kind of promote, man, or plug or anything? Kind of wrap it up and stuff?
No, that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah, man. It was a good conversation. You blew my mind. You thought outside the box for sure. I was with you on this journey, man. For real. But yeah, man, shit's gonna get crazy, bro.
Right on, man. All right, well, let me know what's up. Fucking, I'm gonna plan on doing my shit soon. So maybe we can do like a webcast shit because I learned how to use my fucking OBS now.
Oh hell yeah, man! Fuck yeah!
Like with my OBS, if I can bring you in on like a Zoom call or some shit like that, when I figure out how to use that, then I can also bring up fucking like explorers and shit like that on screen. So if I want to show you something from the internet or like a page from something or a picture, I can show you on that as well.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'm down, bro.
Right on.
But yeah, man. For sure.
Right on. Yeah, I'll call you and I'm gonna do mine and shit, and then we can do it with the webcams and shit like that.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds good. For sure.
All right, bro.
Take
Good
care,
talking
man.
to you, dude.
You too, bro. Take care.
Peace, bro. Yeah, because like it's all this shit. It's like shit you can't tell. It's like right under your nose. Like the things you think you see are just waves. They don't exist. Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah. Hidden in plain sight. For sure.
Yeah, some shit like that.